Hi there, Kate here from Colour Me Kate. I thought it was quite timely to do a little video for you on what to do when you've had your hair dyed and it's not exactly the colour that you thought it would come out as. So, as you can see, I'm now brunette, whereas all these years I've been blonde. Officially, my natural colour is probably a darkish, mousy brown. But it's been blonde for so long that I can barely remember that original colour, and I'm sure many of you out there can relate to that. But also, over the last, I don't know, probably nearly 10 years, I've had a pink or a red or an orangey, corally coloured streak going through my hair. So this time, because, you know, as those of us who colour our hair knows, it's costly and takes up a lot of time to go to the hairdressers regularly and to cover up the old roots. Anyway, so this time I thought, okay, I'm going to go for a colour that's a little bit more in keeping with my natural colour, if I can remember what that is. And I'm going to go a little bit darker with a view to maybe putting some blonder highlights in over the top eventually. Anyway, new colour. Officially, technically, this colour does suit me. Actually, be interesting to hear what you think about that. It's a warm colour and I have a warm undertone to my skin. So that's the first thing. If you're going to change your hair colour to whatever colour, make sure it ties in with your skin tone. That's the first major hurdle. So having achieved that, I have my new colour and I thought, okay, this is okay. This is exactly what I asked for. I'll run with this. I went home and my daughter burst into tears, which was not really the vote of encouragement that I was looking for. She just thought that I wasn't her mother. I didn't look like how I have always looked in the memory of her lifetime. And then my husband came home and he said nothing, which spoke volumes. And eventually said he thought it made me look a lot older to have gone darker. Again, I'm open to your comments. What do you think? And then yesterday evening, I was attending a Zoom session with a coach that I'm currently working with, and there were a number of us on this Zoom session. And I asked them, or first thing they said, of course, was, "Oh my goodness, you've coloured your hair." Now, that in itself is a bit of a telltale sign, because they're not going, "Oh wow, your hair looks amazing." They're just noting that they've noticed that I've changed it. So I said, okay, honest truth, what do you think? Is this good or do you prefer the other? And for them, it was very much that the blonde and the pink was me. That's me, that's my branding. That's on all my images everywhere. That's what people know me as, that's what they've seen me as. It gives them the colours and the pink especially, I suppose, is an expression of my personality and maybe a level of creativity. I don't know, but everybody who I'd encountered, I got a sense of discomfort from them, that I had shifted away from who I really was. And it made them feel uncomfortable, which of course, you know, that makes us feel uncomfortable when we know we're making other people uncomfortable. Now, I could say, to hell with a lot of them, I like it and I'm running with it. But actually, now I've tried it, I actually think the redness in my hair now is making my eyes pop because it's a complementary colour. But overall, I don't think it's me. I think it makes me look more sensible and mature, a little bit more conservative. And being blonde and pink has a sense of fun and a lightness to it, both physically and metaphorically. So, what am I going to do about it? Well, I went back and had a chat with my hairdresser. And as I said before, this was entirely my doing, no reflection on my wonderful hairdresser at all. She did exactly what I asked her to do, and it came out exactly as I had expected. But, you know, sometimes you don't know how something's going to look until you've tried it. But the beauty of it being hair is that you can dye it a different colour, or worst case scenario, it grows out. It's never going to be permanent. So we had a chat, and what I'm going to do next week is I'm going to have lots of different highlights put in. So we'll go for the golds, because of course I have a warm undertone to my skin, so we're going to go for the gold blondes and really break up this mass of darkness, which I'm not used to. And then we'll let that settle, and then I'll go back in a week or two and have some pink put over some of the golds. So even though the look might be slightly different from my original look, it will be more in keeping and more me. So those are my thoughts. I'm really interested to hear what you think. But isn't it interesting that just changing your hair color can give the feeling that somebody's personality or their character is actually a little bit different? And that is personal branding. Thanks for watching. I'm Kate. This is Colour Me Kate. So here we are a week on, and as you can see, I've been back to my lovely hairdresser. So I'm no longer brunette. I am now, what, a strawberry blonde? Let's go with that. So my lovely hairdresser has put in lots of golden highlights, which has really toned down that mass of brunetteness. And strangely, it's also revealed some of the pink that was under the brunette. So I'm not too sure how that happened, but you know, I quite like it. Got a few tufty bits here which have to be sorted out, but all in all, I think I'm happy with this. It feels more me. So there we go. If you have your hair dyed in a colour that you're not so happy with, there's always a solution, even if it does take a while to get to.